What is up, calisthenics athletes? Welcome to another video of Thenix Info. Today we're going to be talking about deload weeks and whether they're worth it for you guys. Now you guys might be wondering, who is this guy and what makes him qualified to talk about such a topic? Now just giving you guys a quick background about who I am. I am studying to be a personal trainer and I'm planning on being certified by this October, so I have been cramming a lot of information about this right now. I am a dietetics major at school, so I have some sort of dietary experience. I'm also a health major, so I know a lot of things relating to health. And I've been working out for 2 years and 4 months. 4 of those months being strength training with weights, and 2 years being calisthenics. Now, just giving you guys a quick little explanation of what you guys are looking at here in this video. I'm just showing you guys a bunch of little clips of me working out. That way you guys have something to look at as I talk about deload weeks. Now, without further ado, let's get started with this video. Now, what are deload weeks? Now, deload weeks are a 1-week rest period from a training regimen. Deload weeks are for people who have been training for more than 3 months, but no less than 3. Now, what are some reasons why somebody might want to take a deload week? Now, some of those reasons are that it could be as a result of an injury, overtraining, or if you even just need that psychological break from the gym, because, you know, being in the gym for such a long time could sometimes be overwhelming, and you might feel that, you know, you have that obligation to be going all the time, and it could be stressful at times and, you know, like I said, overwhelming. So, you know, give yourself that psychological break. And with injuries, if you're constantly training with an injury, it's going to be ruining your performance in the gym. So if your lower back is hurting, you could probably not do a push-up as well as you could if you weren't injured. Now, from overtraining, some of the reasons why you might want to take a deload week from overtraining are, you know, if you're having aching in a certain area of your body. Now, sometimes it could be hard to do some workouts when your body is constantly hurting. In opposition to taking deload weeks, some people are going to argue that, hey, I've been working out for 10 plus years and I haven't had to take one, and I'm not even injured. What I have to say about that, guys, is that that's them, okay? So their body is different from your body, and that's one of the most important concepts in the fitness world. You're gonna listen to what your body tells you. If your body is aching, if you have an injury in a certain area, or if it, you know, it's just psychologically taxing for you, take that break. That way you could keep going in the long run, and your body is going to thank you by, you know, like not having these future injuries. Now, this next piece of advice is for you runners out there. So what I did read from a few studies is that people who are cardiorespiratorily fit do lose their progress fast than somebody who does strength training. And the reasons why, I don't know, but I am telling you guys for a fact that if you are a runner, taking this week will set you back more than if you were a strength athlete. Now, what I recommend for this is that, you know, you run at least once or twice within that week, but don't go hard as you usually do. Only go, you know, like 30 to 50%. So go for light to moderate intensity, and only run for, you know, like 1 or 2 miles, depending on however much you feel is right for you. Now, I'm going to share with you guys my background and, you know, like how my deload week went in my experience. So first of all, just giving you guys quick background, I've been doing weight training for 4 months before I did calisthenics training, and I did calisthenics for 2 years after that. So I've been working out for, you know, 2 years and 4 months. Now, during that time, I did not take any deload weeks. I have been working out consistently for 5 to 7 days a week. And, you know, after that time, I've noticed that my body has been really taking a toll from calisthenics. And as a lot of you know, that as you get to that higher level in calisthenics, you start doing these advanced moves such as handstands, back levers, front levers, muscle ups, and because these movements have so many components to them, there's a lot that could go wrong. And because they are also very strenuous workouts, they do put a lot of tension on your joints, your shoulders, and your bones. So taking a break from that is really beneficial for me. Now, what happened in my case, the reason why I took mine was because I started to notice that I had pain in my lower back, and I had a constant clicking in my shoulder. My hip was even popping too. And what I kind of decided was to do a little bit of research on deload weeks and to see whether I should be taking them. And I did read that that you shouldn't take them before 3 months of training, and I am way overdue. So my body has really been asking for that break. And what I noticed after taking my deload week was that my body stayed at the same weight. Some people might think that within that 1 week you're just going to lose it all, but that's actually not the case. According to some studies, it takes about 3 weeks, I mean, to lose your progress for an athlete who has been working out for more than 3 months. So before I took it, I had my handstand press down, and I was getting the hang of my one arm pull up. But after that 1 week, I did notice that my strength went down just a little bit. I could only do a handstand press halfways before losing control of it. And in this video that you're watching right now is actually an example of me losing control halfways. I used to be able to go up all the way into a straight handstand. Now I kind of can't do it anymore. And for my one arm muscle up, I used to be able to control it more, so I would go slower down the way. But now when I try it, I notice that I have a hard time controlling it. I just fall down. But you know what? That's okay, because I noticed that my other types of workouts, such as my pull-ups, the basics, dips, and other types remain the same. I could still do the same amount of reps with almost the same amount of weight. It didn't really bug me losing a slight amount of progress, because I know that my body is, feeling better. I did notice that my shoulder was not clicking anymore. My lower back was not clicking anymore, and it wasn't in pain. My hip wasn't clicking. And all that just disappeared, which is pretty amazing. I had a relatively good experience with this deload week. How taking this rest helped me psychologically wise was that it actually, gave me the time to not think about the gym. I do love going to the gym, don't get me wrong, and I actually go there because I enjoy going, not because I have to. But it just gave me time to, get my mind off of it and kind of focus on other things, such as hanging out with friends, reading a book, or even just laying down, kicking it on your phone, and not even worrying about your training regimen. When I came back to the gym after taking my deload week, I noticed that my motivation went up, and I was super excited to go to the gym. I was telling myself this is the month where I get my one arm pull up, and this is the month where I master this other move. And yeah, today when I did my gym session, I felt super motivated. I really enjoyed it. I wish I could have had a longer gym session. I was there for 2 hours, which is already a long time, but I do spend a lot of my time in my gym, and I just really enjoy doing this, and I could do it all day if I wanted to, but you gotta avoid overtraining. During my 1 week rest, I did go for one run. I did remain mostly sedentary for this whole 1 week rest, but yes, I did run, and my job is pretty, busy, and it requires me to move around a lot in a very fast-paced manner. So this is where most of my activity came from. And I ran once, like I was saying, and I ran for about 2 miles within 14 minutes. And I found that it did help me out a little bit, because if you don't run for a while, when you do intense workouts, your body does, get tired really easily. And diet-wise, what I did during my 1 week rest was that I tried eating less than I usually do when I train. And the main reason why is because of this one concept: calories in and calories out. When you're doing more activity, your body requires more energy, so you gotta eat more. Now, when you're doing less activity, your body's gonna require less food. So what is the most important part about here is that you don't eat as much, because your body's going to convert all that extra energy into fat. And within that 1 week, you could really set yourself far back if your diet is not on point. A tool that I would recommend for you guys that would really help you is if you guys use a BMR calculator online, and I'm actually going to provide one for you guys in the link down below. What this does essentially is that it calculates how many calories your body requires based on your activity and your basal metabolic rate. Now that's all that I have for you guys about deload weeks. So what do you guys think about deload weeks? Put it down in the comments below. Have you taken one? How did it work out for you? Did it work? Did it not work? Did you notice any difference in your strength, your performance, your motivation to go to the gym? Let us know down below. And if you guys found this video helpful in any way, please like, share, and subscribe this video to share with others who might need that break. And I will see you guys in the next video.